What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you with another sales update video. A little unconventional this time. Just got back from my 10-day vacation, part out of the country in the Dominican Republic. It was awesome, and in part road trip to New York. Was for my nephew's graduation, and just thought I'd share with everyone the sales I had while I was gone. I know that for eBay sellers specifically, with traveling and handling your business and changing your handling times and being able to just continue running your business can be a challenge sometimes. And I just wanted to share kind of the results of being gone for basically a third of the month. And surprisingly, my sales actually picked up while I was gone, which is just amazing. I was not expecting that. If you're new to my channel, I sell on eBay part-time, specialize in men's clothing, primarily sell pretty much every niche within it. And I've got approaching about 2,000 items in my store. And I've got a pretty large 100K goal this year I'd like to do selling part-time. So I've been documenting that journey here on this channel. So let me just pop over live, make sure I sound okay, see how everyone's doing. Hopefully everyone's sales are coming in strong for June. Hey, Casey. Hey, Crafty. Hi, NF. I'm going to jump right in. Thanks. I did get a tan. Or Anthony Hannah said I look so tan. I was on a beach for like 5 days, so managed to not get burned really, which was good. And then got some more sun this last weekend at the graduation party, so it was good. But to keep true to format here, I'm going to jump in, and I'm just going to show you kind of, I picked out 10 items that were unique to share, but I'm also going to show you how much I sold while I was gone. So let me share my screen really quick here. All right. So, as you can see, I have filtered here. I left, we actually flew out Saturday morning. On Friday the 16th, I changed my handling time to 5 business days. And how I did it, how I structured it was, I was out of the country from Saturday to Wednesday. So I flew back in on Wednesday, shipped out everything that sold during those 5 days. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. And then after that, I shipped out, or I went a road trip to New York, sorry, and had 5 business days handling time. Again, the same thing, just to give myself a nice cushion. And then I returned today from on the road. So it was about 10 days-ish of sales, or 9 days, I guess, 9.5 of sales. And you can see here, $1,907. It was roughly about almost 100 items that I sold. I did run a 30% off sale, which I sacrificed a little bit of margin to jumpstart the sales while I was gone, but it was well worth it to have that come in. So, average sale price is still probably a little lower than I would have liked it, but in either case, I still kept money coming through the door and really jumpstarted my sales after a really poor May to begin with. So it's exciting to see it have such a big uptick. And I was really pleasantly surprised to see that handling time really didn't impact like the results of the month at all. Like it didn't really impact, or for the vacation, I mean, it didn't impact buyers like not wanting to make the purchase. And I only had one message the entire time asking when something was going to ship, and I just explained to them that I was out, that I had changed handling time, and they were perfectly fine with it. So I would recommend, I mean, if you're able to, I think that just changing handling time seems to work smoother for me. It keeps my business chugging in the right direction. But so that's what it was, guys. Pretty exciting stuff for me. But let me jump in and show you the 10 kind of unique items that sold. The one other big thing is my LL Bean pants for my bulk order. If you haven't followed my channel previously, I bought 3,000 pair of new without tags LL Bean pants. I listed probably 2/3 of them during the month of May. And so I'm really starting to see the benefit of those. I've probably sold like 30 pair during this vacation time, right around that. It's really starting to ramp up. So definitely that helps. But I didn't pick any of those for the items to show you because I wanted to keep them kind of unique. So this was a Woolrich, which I don't pick up a lot of Woolrich, but this one had a really awesome pattern. I picked this up a couple of months ago, I think. Probably like 2 months ago. And it's kind of like let me see if I can. It's kind of like a fishing pattern, like a fishing lure pattern on it. And this is one of those really heavy, like kind of barn work shirts. You can see here a little better the pattern. Here's the tag. It was an XLT, so it's a tall, which helps tremendously having bigger sizes. And it was that really heavy, soft cotton style shirt, like work shirt. Sold for, took us off for $27 for this. So I was pretty happy with that. I was in it for $4. This will ship flat rate most likely for $6. So very happy with that flip. Here is a jersey from that I got in that big jersey lot I bought back in the fall. This is a vintage Horace Grant when he played for the Orlando Magic. It's Champion is the brand, which sometimes these sell really well, sometimes they don't. This one was really beat up. You can see just from these pictures, the screen printings really wore off there. And so I actually took a best offer of $30 for this, which I was content with that price. If this was in really good condition, I might have held out for a little more. That's actually a really bad picture. But size 44. And I was in this for $12, so it wasn't as big of a margin as like if I found it at the thrift store, but I did buy them in bulk. So, I mean, and this was kind of like the lower hanging fruit on it. Like this wasn't like one of the really popular jerseys that I bought in the lot. So just getting $30 out of that is definitely a good flip for me. All right, we have these are the only Ralph Lauren pants that I'll typically pick up, and they're the Preston. And there's one other line I can't remember off the top of my head. There's Preston and I can't remember. There's two lines that have the pony on the back right here. So I only pick these up if they have the pony, and they're just kind of that cotton, chino type dress pant. These were flat front. And the red pony on the back. And I took a best offer, these sold for full price for $22.49. They were on that sale. And actually, the second part of my trip, guys, I only ran a 25% off sale. The first part of the trip, the first 5 days, I ran a 30% off sale. So sales picked up so much that I actually knocked back my second sale by a little bit. There, as you can see the tag. And these for $4. These will go flat rate for $6. So decent flip. All right, Harley Davidson. If you're not picking up Harley Davidson stuff, you definitely should. This was just a basic. It's like a black with like a navy trim, long sleeve cotton T-shirt. Nothing too fancy. But this sold for $22.49. It was 25% off. It's like a heavier weight one. Tilly Harley Davidson. This is up near where I live. It's like the north part of Charlotte, like above Charlotte. Here's your tag. But in this for $2.99. And so $22.49 is definitely a good profit. Really happy with that. All right, Duluth Trading Co. This is also another brand that if you aren't familiar with, you definitely should be. You need to educate yourself on it because it has tremendous resale value. These are black denim jeans. They're like very heavy outdoor work type jeans. 35-30, kind of an odder size. In these for $5, and these sold for full price $29.99 when I had my 25% off sale going. Granted, if these were in the wintertime, I probably could have got a little higher for it, but keeping sales moving, and I'm in these for $5, so I'm still happy with that flip. That's really important right now, especially during the slower time of year. Here is Bonobos. I've been finding this more often lately. I found it actually, if you watched my haul video for my road trip I found this brand in a shirt, which is pretty cool. But these are jeans. This is the first pair of jeans I found in this brand. And these sold for full price, $27.74. Was very content with that. Like a dark blue, I believe these are boot cut. Yep, they're boot cut. Here's your tag right there. And you can see, so they're 36 on the tag, but they have been altered by an inch. And so a lot of people ask, hey, when the measurements don't reflect the size tag, where do I put it? Should I put it in the title? I always put it in the title here, just so that if someone's looking for 36-35, it stands right out. It's 36-35. I don't want them saying the tag size, and then they have to read the fine print to see that it's not that size, just to kind of prevent returns. So I haven't had any trouble doing it that way. That's how I like to kind of handle that. So just a little tip there. Here was something I couldn't even put on my mannequin. It was too tall, it was too long, and I couldn't fit it in my backdrop. It made it look really funky because my backdrop wasn't long enough. So I actually hung this from the door, as you can see. And I bought a bulk lot of like 150 items from a local eBay seller who was no longer going to sell clothing. And this happened to be in it. So I actually got this for $3. And I took a best offer of $32 for it. You see Game Winner. I'm not as familiar with brands with this, but I don't think this is a super popular brand. And so I was really happy. I mean, $3 for into 32. Not sure how much it's going to cost to ship. Definitely won't be able to fit anything flat rate. It's probably just going to go in a priority box, and hopefully it's not going to the other side of the country. So worst case, I'm looking at probably 10 or $12. All right, here's another jersey from that jersey lot. I still have lots of them selling off over the last 6 to 8 months or so now. And this is Thomas Robinson from the Sacramento Kings. It's Adidas, which is a slight upgrade from that Champion brand we talked about earlier. And this was a really nice jersey, but it wasn't stitched. These are screen printed. Stitch seems to be like the higher quality. These ones are screen printed. And you can see Robinson on the back. It's all black. And this sold, I took a best offer of $30 for this, which might have been a little low. I'm not sure. But again, I was in it for 12 a long time ago. $30, summer slowdown. I was on vacation, happy to get that money, happy to get that flip. So decent sale there. Here is a suit. I love to sell suits, love to sell blazers and sport coats. This is a Hart Schaffner Marks. It's just a plain like gray woven pattern type two-piece, two-button suit. It's 42 regular. It's wool. Pants are 38 by 30, so kind of an odder dimension. And I took a best offer of $46 for this. I was on sale for $52.49. I get suits for $10. This will probably ship for 10 or 12, so decent, probably $20 profit there on this sale. All right, and last one. This is a pretty neat item I just found the other week when I was out thrifting for a previous haul video. This was a Under Armour South Carolina Gamecocks. It's like a half-zip shell type pullover. Let's see if I can show you my internet slowing down a little bit here. Whoops. So there, it's really cool design. It's had a ton of offers on it, and then it sold when it was on sale. So I was pretty happy with that. I was in this for $4. This should probably going to ship flat rate, I would guess, judging from that. So let me stop sharing and jump over the chat here for a second. See how everyone's doing. Hey, Mark, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, happy to be back from vacation. Nice to kind of get back to the grind and get back to a routine. And miss doing videos, miss chatting with you guys a little bit. Definitely missed sourcing and listing and that type of things. But it was amazing to unplug with just to have time with Shannon and our friends. The wedding was amazing, and then watch my nephew graduate was just a really, really, really cool moment. I had a huge graduation party, got to see lots of family I haven't seen in a long time, so it was a really good time, really, really good time. So, and I've said sold 51 items, 1075 at 21, or same period as you. That is good for you too. Yeah, that's great. Good job, man. Let's see what else we got. All right, no questions. So, yeah, I just wanted to. Oh, my sinuses are doing well, Deborah. Thank you for asking. I actually buckled down and got meds when I got to New York, and that helped tremendously. I tried fighting off this stupid sinus infection forever. I just couldn't win. Hey, Lynn from Australia. Thanks for stopping in. All the way from Australia. Appreciate you. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful to you guys. I just want to give some perspective of like when you travel, because I mean, this is the travel season. Like people start to make trips, and you kind of get that quandary of, do I put my store on hold? Do I keep trying to keep momentum going forward? And I think this is a great way to keep your sales going. You know, run a little higher of a sale markdown manager. Just change your handling time, and you can still keep the ball rolling a bit. I also, if you saw my other video, I figured out a way basically to list while I'm on the run. So the next time I do a road trip again, I'll be able to list like a source and list, which is pretty cool when you pick up items while you're on the go. To not have to wait to listen until you get back is pretty cool. So that was neat. And you know, I want to give you guys another update on my LL Bean bulk order. I've been starting to do the tally. I'm going to do a separate video on that just because I haven't in quite a while, and I want to show you how close I am getting to break even. And where I'm at kind of with what I have left to sell, the ROI on that, and just kind of my thoughts. Because now that it's starting to pick up and kind of gain momentum, I'm getting excited about it, because it's like I just grinded and put in a ton of work for a full month. I didn't see the residual and the benefit of it, and now I'm starting to, which is pretty exciting. Any questions, guys, before I wrap up? I just wanted this to be quick. I need to do a bunch of laundry. I got to go back to work tomorrow. Got to get mentally prepared for that. I've got the other tip I'll give too. So I put one extra day of business handling time so that I have tomorrow to ship all my stuff while I was gone. Because I just, the worst is like coming back. I drove all day today for like 10 and a half hours. The worst would have been coming back and having to ship out like 38 more packages the same night. Like it's just too much. So if you are traveling, try to give yourself that day a cushion, so when you get back, you still have time to, you know, sort or pack all your stuff, get it out, and you're not stressing yourself out. Like you can kind of settle back into your job. So at least anyone who's part-time, that's my recommendation for sure. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. We got 50 watching live. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'm going to be back to a normal schedule with us this week. I will be up for live at 5 tomorrow. For those of you who've been watching that, a little early morning motivation. I'm going to get back to routines. I'll have the LL Bean video for you shortly. I know Chris on 10K on the Bay, we're going to get back to our normal schedules on Sunday with our shows. He's been trying to keep it going without me for the last 2 Sundays, so I appreciate it. And any of you guys in Charlotte, we have the reseller meetup this weekend, Saturday. If you haven't, if you plan on or want to come, make sure you go to, I think, Carolina Resellers Meetup and ask for an invite into the group. We're going to use that just to manage the event. And that's all it is, guys. It's just we're using that for the event itself. It's not like a social group or anything like that past Saturday. We're just using it for that. But if you're around and you want to stop in, say hi. I would love to see you guys. We're going to hit a couple thrift stores, and we're going to have lunch at Whole Foods, and then probably hit a couple more thrift stores. I think that's the schedule. I know Corinne and Jason are working on it pretty hard, and they're going to release it on Friday. So just hit us up if you're interested. We'd love to meet you guys. Thanks, Deborah. Appreciate it. Everyone have an awesome night, and hope we close out June really, really strong. See you guys.